So the next thing I'm going to assemble is this front ceiling plate. That's sort of, it's a bunch of pieces that assemble together to make the one long piece, but it consists of not only the ceiling plate, but you have the track that the door is going to hang in. So you've got 4 pieces, these two 24 and 25, and then 26 and 27 are the track, and that all goes together in one long piece. So I have to get all these parts together here. I've got the 24 and the 25. Just need to get the 2 tracks there, 26 and 27. So here are those 2 pieces, 26 and 27. Let's see, that's probably where the wheel hangs from the 2 sliding doors. So we'll situate all this and start putting it together. So to start, you've got 24, which is like a 6-foot section here. And you just butt them up next to each other. And you can see the profile here. I think that's correct. So you just butt those up together. And then go ahead and insert all the number 65 bolts and the nuts. And this is going to be similar to the posts where these front pieces 26 and 27 are going to slide in to the heads of the bolts. So go ahead and put 7 bolts and nuts into all the holes on part 24 and 25. So this is how that works. So the first thing is to take the track, slide the slot of the right door rail over the heads of the 2 bolts on the front right. So those will go over all the way on 25. There's 2 bolts on that. So here's 25, that's the first one. This is the shorter piece. So that slides over those 2 bolts to this back track here. So you don't tighten these, you just put the screws on loose. And then this is going to slide into that one. And then slide it all the way down the track. You get to this bolt, and then that goes in there. Okay, so that's in. That's the shorter piece. So it says you just go till these 2 are flush, and then from the back, I guess you go ahead and tighten these 2. Seems flush. And tighten the other side. So there's the plate with the track. And now you can join the 2 other pieces. So now we take the longer, one, number 27, and slide its bolts from the other end of the track until it butts up against that piece there. So once that's butted up against that, go ahead and tighten and then the other end tighten that one. So now the remaining track can slide from the other end, from the left side, and butts up against this track here on the right. Now you can tighten those. So now I've got one long 8-foot section, pretty rigid, and this goes on top of the front. This is the top ceiling plate. Hopefully that's correct. So let me go install this now.
Well, I think that's correct. That's how I did it. I put the bolt head facing out because I'd have to take number 80 brace off again in order to feed it through the other end. So I just used one of the wrenches that you get in the bags, nice and flat, so you can work that so the nut is on the other side. So you can see what I'm talking about here. This would be in the way, the bolt that's holding number 80 brace here. So I just use this flat wrench they give you. And this is really flimsy, it's just 2 bolts, but you've got the side brace, the front braces now I can install to stiffen this up. You can see just having it just like that. Is that correct, or do I have that upside down? I think I might have that upside down.
No, that's the way they show it. I was thinking the braces need to attach to those holes, but they needed to be upside down. But it might be they're like that because the braces maybe go on the inside, so they don't interfere with the sliding doors.
This is what I'm talking about. Those braces attach the holes there facing down.
Well, let me get 28 and 29, see what's going on here. Okay, so 28 and 29 do have this extra tab on here. So we'll see. These are going to be attached on the bottom where I already have that brace. So I have the 2 clips already there. I thought I needed, or I was missing some clips. So this frame's in the doorway. Seems like I have that top plate correct, the front plate. So now I can start installing all these horizontal braces. No, I still need to put in 16 and 17, but I can start installing these braces too. So that's 29, and this is the profile. A little confusing. This is the outside, facing the outside. So you can see the profile here. A little bit of a curved lip. And so you have to remember that this is facing outside, so I'm outside. So these are reversed. But at the top,
it's going to be on the inside of the sealing plate on the bottom. It's going to be on the outside of the plate. So you take out the existing bolt that's on this brace here. What is this, like 70? And then just a normal bolt up at the top here.
So this is 79. Up a longer bolt. Take that off.
So now the doorway's framed and I can start putting in those horizontal braces. Oh yeah, and two back posts. What were they, 16 and 17, something like that?
So that's 16 and 17. And they go right there in between those two posts. So that's along. And then I can slide in the bolts from the bottom into the track. So there's a long, and then there's two in between, and then the third one on the bottom. For the fourth one. That makes 4. So that attaches where the brace is already located. Slide 2 in, according to that diagram. And this slides in. That was easy enough.
So I'm officially above the roof line there with the ceiling plate. That back wall's kind of flimsy. Let me start putting in these horizontal braces.
It looks like they're all number 30s. Oh, nope. Back ones are 31s. And the fronts are 32s. That should empty out the box a lot. And you'll get those parts.
So here are 30, 31, and 32. Didn't realize they were that long. The 32s, no, 30s. So this is where you use the bolts that you've already slid into the channels and all these posts. I just realized, oh no, it does happen right here. I knew there was going to be an intersection of one of these. No, not really. It isn't. I thought one of these would actually meet here, but that's not the case. So I have to make sure. I think it's the very bottom, yeah, and the middle one is the longest one. No, why is that? Why does that one need to be that long? Why do I have an extra long one here?
So this is flexible enough. You just slide these all up and then insert into this brace. So now we've got these extras up on the top of this brace. And do the same at the end. So the next brace, from the back to the front, sits on top of this brace. Wow. Are there any arrows on these? That seems to be a little off. There is an arrow on this. Oh. The arrows go to the corners. I put this one on wrong. So those are the side braces. They look a little off there, but that's the way it's supposed to be. I'll take out a tape measure and I'll measure these before I tighten them to get them as equal as possible. This bolt here on this cross brace, I thought was longer because there was some intersection with one of these braces, but that's not the case. It's just because when you put these braces on, they're on the inside of the posts, but they're on the outside of the brace. They could have put a spacer in here, I guess. Maybe I could find something, or just a bunch of washers to build that up, but that's so, I mean, you could have tightened that. It's flexible enough. I don't know why that needed to be a long bolt. I mean, that would make it even tighter. But I think that was the, that's going by the diagram. I don't actually, it doesn't, it doesn't say that in the instructions. That's from the diagram from the blog. If I wanted to take this out, that would be a little work. Not that much. These are pretty flexible. So, yeah, if you went like this, that would really stiffen everything up, I think. I don't think that needs to be the long one here, because these might be used somewhere else. We'll find out later on, I guess. The 32s in the front are pretty straightforward. There's no arrows. Oh, yes, by the way, make sure you have these arrows facing the corners on these number 30 braces, the long ones. So let me get the bolts in and the nuts in for these braces here in the front. Number 32. Well, that's it for the braces. And it looks like I start on the roof. Now, two pieces I have to join again. And I'm gonna have to get the real ladder out though. So I'll put these two sides up and put 10 and 11 together. And I'm on the roof. Hard to believe. How come I didn't build this earlier? It's not that bad. Let's see. Could start building the doors too. Even put the polycarbonate in. Could do that inside. I think it's supposed to rain tomorrow. So that'll be the next video. I'll stop it here and start the roof.